Every prayer to Chukwu Okike Abiyama who is in heaven. Therefore, as we always commence, not from today, but from of old. Our Father who art in heaven, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet where they inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening, this gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the British. My goodness me, I didn't want to remain in the street because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year, we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sealed, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. You must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do these people anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come in truth and in every honesty, because we remain every blessed day. Whiter than white and whiter than snow. Is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word, which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist? You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain, because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our command. Oh Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the Bibios, the Isom, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isodom. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy, because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you, by the time that we are born, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine
He said, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on this very morning program. welcome you in the name of Chukwu Biama, and I appreciate you for joining wherever you are joining us from. I say you are welcome. If you are joining us from Biafra land, my special thanks goes to you. If you are joining us from any part of Nigeria, you're welcome. If you are joining us from any part of Africa, you're welcome. You are joining from Europe, from Asia, from America, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, from Russia, you're joining from China or from Israel. I welcome you to this program, and I say, may Chukwu Okike continue to guide you, protect you, and secure you. Once again, I remind you that if you are watching this program now, or those who are going to come across the program later, I want you to know that this is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic of Exile. This is a platform that is under Biafra Republic Government in Exile. A platform under our Prime Minister, Mazi Samorepa. A platform under the Supreme Command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack people. We do not come here for propaganda, for blackmail. We do not come here for any form of disorderliness. We are not attacking individual. We are not attacking any tribe. Neither are we attacking any religion. No. But in this platform, what we do is to bring the plight of the oppressed in Nigeria before the whole world. The difficult situation in Nigeria that is taking the life of everybody, lives left and center. We want to bring it before the whole world. We bring the plight of the Biafran people before the whole world, for the world to know what Biafrans are going through in the contraption called Nigeria. In this platform, we come here to encourage everyone that is facing one challenge or the other. Everyone that is facing one attack or the other. We come here to bring them to naught. In this platform, we speak the truth and nothing but the truth. And if you're a lover of truth, of course, you're going to enjoy your stay here. But if you don't love, if you are one who doesn't love the truth, you will not enjoy your stay. Excuse me. So, my fellow Biafran that are watching, I want you to tighten your seatbelt. This is a morning section, as always. Each time we come, it is always an interactive session. People can come in and make their opinion, make their prayers, ask their questions. When you are coming, make sure you are properly dressed. You don't come in here naked. You must cover your body. And you don't come here with your cigarette smoking. No, you have to finish smoking before you come online. These are important things that you must know. And whenever you are speaking on this platform, try as much as possible to be civil. Present your cases in a civil manner so that others will understand you. I pray that Chukwu Okike will give us the grace to apply understanding in everything that we do. Fellow Biafran that are watching wherever you are watching me from, every one of you know what today is. Today is Monday, a day that we have chosen to make our voice heard before the whole world. Today we have chosen to make sure that we speak loud in such a way that the world will pay attention. Is a sit at home. Today being Monday, is a sit at home. Some call it Mazi Nnamdi Kanu days. No matter whatever you call it, it is a sit at home day. Every one of us will sit at home to demand for our right in the zone. Demand the freedom of every detainee in the Zoological Republic. We must pay attention to this. Furthermore, every one of us that is at the platform today, you must stand strong and focus on the right thing. Do not allow anybody to distract you or deceive you. We are in a very difficult time, and you must be steadfast and stand strong. Before I proceed, I have to welcome some few people that have joined Nnamdi Ogu. You're welcome, Nnamdi Ogu. Taiwo Olarwaju, thank you so much, Taiwo. Thank you for joining. Nnamdi Ogu, thank you so much. And Taiwo, thank you so much for joining wherever you are connecting from. I appreciate you. Please, as you join, like and share the program. Like and share the program. We are having a serious issue with the social media network. They don't promote our programs, and we do that by ourselves. By you sharing and liking the program, it will help the program to go far. So, as I was saying, there are a lot of issues at hand, and a lot of you know that today is a sit-at-home, and the reason why that sit-at-home is in place. Anybody that is coming to tell you otherwise or coming to manipulate you or tell you anything, don't believe them. The sit-at-home we have been back on is doing a great job and have done a marvelous work. Anybody that is to say you didn't know see the effect of sit-at-home, that person should be an enemy. There's no doubt that person should be an enemy. Every one of us know the effect of the sit-at-home today. And Biafrans are sitting at home in a large number. All you need to do is to pay attention and follow up sincerely. You will see Biafrans voting. You see Biafrans voting. Fellow Biafrans, I welcome you once again. I appreciate you. Please bear with me on this morning program. It is somehow, I can't say I'm that's wrong, but I have to try as much as possible to conduct it because it is a very important thing. We cannot afford to leave any gap this time around, no matter how difficult or how tough it is. So today is a sit-at-home, and as you are listening and watching, Biafra land is locked down and people are sitting at home. The sit-at-home that we have embarked on is not a joking one. It is a serious issue, and it has given the Zoological Republic sleepless nights. It has given them sleepless nights. Come on to be able to know the interpretation of the meaning of sit-at-home. They don't know anymore. They don't know what it means to sit at home. But of course we do. And that is why we introduced it. So anybody, anywhere is going to come to tell you otherwise or to confuse you, don't pay attention. A lot of attack is going to come, obstacles are going to come, hindrances are going to come. But the question remains, are you prepared? Are you prepared? That is the question. You must be prepared. More especially as we are walking into our freedom, you must be prepared in all angles. Prepare yourself and don't get it twisted. Do not allow anybody to come between you and your progress, between you and your safety, between you and your freedom. Don't allow anybody to come between it. We know it's a difficult time. We understand that very well. We know that things are not going the way we planned it. But at the end of the day, Chukwu Okaba is the one leading. So long his hand is there and he's leading, we will follow him. I welcome Okemwa Ogada. Thank you for joining. My beloved sister Mary Chekam, thank you so much for joining. It is a very difficult time for all of us, but we still have to push on and move on. If not for the fact that we are doing this for ourselves, maybe I will not be here today. But I know the importance of this very broadcast and speaking to Biafrans. That is why I never miss it. No matter how bad or how tired I am or how whatever happens, we'll continue to speak and the world will continue to hear us. So, my fellow Biafrans, I want you to pay attention to every single thing that is happening. Our freedom is sure and guaranteed, and no man can stop it. The enemy have been trying as much as they can to be able to stop it, truncate it, or delay it, but Chukwu Okaba will not allow that to happen. As long as we remain steadfast and continue to do what we are supposed to do, We don't allow the enemies to succeed. We will always succeed. We will always be on top. We will always see a way. For some of you who have seen one of the videos that is trending, I was made, was it day before yesterday, where our Prime Minister responded to some idiots. In that very video, it is so heartbreaking that some Biafrans are thinking in that manner. It is heartbreaking, in as much as we know that these are uneducated idiots who are parading themselves as Biafra, and they will end up deceiving some other people to believe them. That is why we must not give them any chance. People who doesn't have anything to offer, when they open their mouths to talk, it stinks. But I thank Chukwu Abiyama for the way our Prime Minister was able to hold him down, and explain things that he needs to explain to them. But even in all his generous explanations, still, it was very difficult for them to digest it. That is why freedom is very important. Very, very important. These are people who gather themselves and claim to be Biafra, going from one place to the other, and they organize a space. You see, when you hear them talk, you cry, you shed tears. It is so sad. And the most painful thing is that this sabotage is always coming from the Igbos. This kind of nonsense is always coming from the Igbos. I see no reason why somebody who calls himself an Igbo person will be speaking in the manner in which they spoke. And the funniest thing is that they will always rush and tell you that nobody is more Igbo than the other. And they forget that we're talking about Biafra. We are not talking about the Igbos. It is about Biafra. Whether you like it or not, it is about Biafra. It is about Biafra. So it doesn't matter whether you agree with it or you don't agree with it. The most important thing is that be consistent in our demand. Some of them will tell you we are all Biafrans. We are all Biafrans and we have equal stake. We feel the same. You don't feel the same. If you talk about Biafra, yes, so many of us who are Biafrans, and yet they are not there. We don't have those ones. You are very great and merciful God. Come and give us strength. Come and give us victory. Do not allow us to see shame. It is so sad and painful when you hear people whom you are fighting for talk bad against you, blackmail you, insult you. It takes the grace of Chukwu Abiyama for one to see all those things and still remain. Master Samuel have seen more than that. Master Samuel have seen worse than what you saw over there in his space. They have been telling him all sorts of nonsense. May Chukwu Abiyama guide and protect us. How are we going to overcome this group of set of people? These are people who don't have conscience in them. Sometimes I begin to think, if you do not have the grace of Chukwu Abiyama upon you, you cannot. There's no way you can be able to perform in this restaurant. It takes the special grace of Chukwu Abiyama for anybody to volunteer himself in this fight. I'll fight to the last minute. It takes special grace. When I hear some of them, I begin to think what was Rike's song that made him to betray Biafra. What was Rike's song? And you begin to imagine what Mazen Nandekan has been going through. simply because he wants to set his people free. And the most painful, there's many people today who are masquerading themselves and pretending to be fighting for Biafra, pretending to love Mazi Nnamdi and they never loved him. 90% of people today who are confessing love for Mazi Nnamdi never loved him. They never loved him. And most of them, why they are even doing that is to mock Mazi Samana. And they think they are doing him. Every single message they're sending out, he's quiet and he's reporting out. Every single thing you do, information is coming. Every Biafran must stand up on their feet. Do not allow anybody to take away your rights. Don't. Do not allow anybody, anywhere, to take away your rights. They are going to come. They are going to try, but don't allow them to succeed. Do not allow them to succeed, no matter what they do. The battle we are fighting is a very great and huge battle. But we are going to win. We are going to win. You know, if we not win, we would have done that. But as I always say, there's nothing like failure in our dictionary because we have done our homework very well. We have done our homework very well. And there's no cause for alarm. So everyone that is genuinely today supporting the freedom of Biafra, everybody that is genuinely supporting it, your life will never be the same at the end of the day. At the end of the day, your life will never ever be the same. But you see those of them who are perpetrating evil, speaking against what is right and standing against what is right, they will all suffer here on earth and in heaven. So many things are going on that when you begin to talk about it from today till next year, they might not finished. But the grace we have on Chukwu Okike is that he is there for us and he will never fail. For the promise Chukwu Okike have given us, we are okay. We will never fail. So I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike to always do your own part. As people are sitting at home today, if you are in Biafra land, you must sit at home. You must. There are several things that we are doing back home that we cannot do here. It is not that we cannot do it, and it's not like anybody's going to beat you, but there are some serious things that we cannot do away. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, prepare yourself for what is coming, prepare yourself for the danger ahead, prepare yourself for this very battle that we are about to engage in. It's not going to be a walk in the park. There is never going to be a walk in the park. It's going to require commitment, absolute and total commitment. And if you have not started making commitment, you better start now. If you have not started making commitment, you better start now. The earlier, the better. I pray that Chukwu Okike will answer our prayers. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, our self-referendum is still on. Remember, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, is going to have a broadcast tomorrow. He's going to have a broadcast tomorrow. And in that State of the Nation broadcast, he's going to explain a lot of things. More on this issue of our referendum. He's going to explain a lot of things. And you must be there to get the first-hand information as it comes. Every one of us must begin to learn how to do things right. Do not allow the propaganda of the enemy to catch you. Do not allow their lies to catch you. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide us, protect us, and secure us. The journey that we're embarked is a very, very, very serious journey. A very serious journey. And Chukwu Okike is going to lead us through. No amount of criminality is going to stop us. No matter how they try, they will never succeed. Everyone that has connected to this very program, I will urge you to please stay focused and always do what you have to do. Stay focused. If you're not focused, you're going to lose, and you're going to lose carelessly. But if you're focused and consistent, remember, our superior said consistency is the key, and I will never ever forget that word. Chukwu Okike have taken charge. Every noises you are hearing today is just an empty threat and empty noise. But let them continue making their noise. Their noise making will not change anything. Their lies will not change anything. Their propaganda will not change anything. We have already taken our part. And in that our part, we shall flourish. In that our part, we shall go where we want to go. I pray that Chukwu Okike, who gave us grace to gather, will give us grace to walk into freedom. Things are not all right. Things are not right. We must begin to do things right. Absolutely. Every one of us that is here, I want to remind you that we have a very serious task ahead. Very, very serious task, and you must not allow anything to distract you on that task, because it's something that we must do. It does not matter whether you like it or you don't like it. It's going to happen. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every one of you. It is high time every one of us know that this freedom we're talking is about us. It's about us. You're not doing it for anybody, you're doing it for yourself. I was very surprised yesterday when I heard people message me kind of comments. I was very, very, when I listened to that very program and see what people who call themselves Biafrans are saying, and they are all Igbo Biafrans. They are all Igbo Biafrans. But they are not interested in what is happening. You see them accusing Mazi Simon Ekpa of killing. Who it is one killing who in Biafra? Chukwu Okike will not forgive anyone that come to deceive others. You will never be forgiven. It is high time we be whom we are supposed to be. It is high time we take up our job and responsibility and do our part. It is high time we open up the right way and begin to receive the lectures that we are supposed to lecture. May Chukwu Okike guide and protect every single one of us. I've come in peace. I've come to speak to Biafrans, and I will continue to speak. There are so many dangerous things that are happening, and more are going to happen. It is very important that we pay attention to what is going on in the zoo. Because if we don't do the right thing, we do the wrong thing, it will come to hurt us. May Chukwu Okike Abiama, who gave us strength, continue to increase our strength so that we can continue to carry this battle to an end. It is not a small battle. The battle is heavy, but by His grace, we can be able to conquer. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, may Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and protect you. May Chukwu Okike Abiama guide and save you. May Chukwu Okike Abiama continue to be with you and be your beginning and ending. There is nothing we can do without His grace. Nothing. No matter how we try, there's nothing we can do. That is why each time we are asking Chukwu Okike Abiama for His abundant grace for us to be able to overcome. May Chukwu Okike Abiama be with us all. Everyone that have joined on this platform, remember that this platform is an interactive session, and you can feel free to come in and make your play. You can feel free to come in and make your play. The enemy is at the gates preparing what they are going to do. But I bet you that before they start their preparation, we have already done what we have to do yet. I don't know what is going on today. We are having a lot of distractions from all angles and all corners. But no matter the distraction we have, I will not end this program. I am going to complete it. I am going to complete this program, no matter the challenges, no matter whatever is happening. And you that is watching me, I urge you to please exercise patience with me. Exercise patience. We are going to get back to our feet. It's a very difficult time, a very difficult period, and so many things are going. It's not everything that we face. Sometimes we face challenges. Sometimes we face obstacles. Sometimes we face some certain issues that are beyond us. But regardless whatever we face, Chukwu Okike Abiama, who gave us the grace to come, who gave us the grace to speak, who gave us the grace to be part of this very struggle, will also give us the strength to overcome. We shall overcome, no matter what happens. And I want to let you know that at this particular point in time, it is every man to himself. If you don't want freedom, give way for those that want the freedom. Let them go ahead. Stop discouraging others. If you are not ready to be free, give way and let those who are ready move ahead and get their freedom. If you're not ready, give way. Why do you have to stand on the way? You don't want to go in and don't want to go out. Why do you have to sell your birthright because of what you eat? Some people, when you hear them, it is because of their stomach. They have sold their conscience, they have sold their mind, they have totally lost it. How long shall we continue on that path? But I want to remind you that everyone today who have decided to take a different path, everyone today that have decided not to follow what is right, everyone that have decided to pretend not to know what is good, you are going to pay for everything you do. Whatever you say or whatever you do, you are going to pay for it. There will be consequence for anything you do. I thank you, Canada, we will have somebody who has a stronger, the heart of a lion. Our prime minister has the heart of a lion. You cannot weaken him, neither distract him or make him do what he doesn't want. You can't, no matter how you try. He's a man that is focused on the project, and he's going on and pursuing the project as much as he can. The only thing we owe him is a support. Obey simple instructions. See, crying today about it at home. Very, very sad that people are still crying today about it at home. I don't know why people were crying about it at home at this point in time. There's no reason why anybody should be crying about it at home. Up to now, some people still pretend not to see the effect of the sit at home. And when you see this set of people who are complaining, if you see them, you will know that these are selfish individuals who are not complaining because of the people, the masses. They are complaining because of themselves, or they just want to make themselves known, or they are speaking because of the hatred they have had for Mazen Nandekan all this time. And the funniest thing is that some of them will present themselves as people who love Mazen Nandekan. They will come and present themselves, first of all, if it was Mazen Nandekan, these and that we don't have. But we knew that right from time, these are some group of people who never ever supported Mazen Nandekan. But all of a sudden today, that is in the hand of DSS. You see all of those people, every one of them is rising from east, west, north, and south. And they will be showering him with some fake praises that doesn't come from their heart. All in the name of demonizing Master Samuel. Some people are just irredeemable. But I thank Chukwuka that this very project is his own. If not that this project is a project of Chukwuka, they would have killed it. If this project is not faithful, it's not a project from Chukwuka, they would have killed it with their witchcraft. Because when you hear certain people speak about the struggle, you see that these people, the spirit of witchcraft is in them. We are fighting for your life, for my life. Something that concerns every one of us, our collective interest. And all you do is to kick against it. And some of them who complain and complain and complain and complain, ask them, what is your own strategy on how to be free from this zoo? You don't like the strategy we are doing. You don't like the way Master Samuel was doing it. He's been too harsh. He's been too strict. What is your own strategy? Every of this idiot has been there. Master Nandi come and say, if you know how you can be able to get Biafra, go ahead and get it. Whatever you know you can do, because go ahead and do it. Today, only one man is doing something. Only one man is serious, doing something that we can see. And yet, we don't accept him. Why not you go now, establish your own and begin to sing that song? Because it's a song. Everybody knows it. Why not open your platform and begin to do it? You will not. But you'll be busy coming to attack somebody who is doing his or her legitimate civic duty to his own country. The Republic of Biafra has come to stay, and there is nothing any man can do about it. The only thing you can do is to accept it. That's the only thing you can do. Accept it. If you don't accept it, it's up to you. The only thing we all can do is to accept the fact that Biafra has come. This is a very long journey that we took. We have been coming for a very long journey. And at this point in time, the coast is clear. And it is either you are in or out. You cannot be lukewarm, you cannot be in between. You cannot be lukewarm. If you feel we are not doing it right, why don't you go and start your own? Instead of attacking those who are doing something, why don't you start your own? Oh, they are not doing this right. They don't know what they are doing. Oh, they are doing. Why don't you go and start yours? That is the difference between those of us working with Master Samuel and another. We have said it time and time again. Imagine that can have said it. If you know what you will do to bring Biafra, do it. Master Samanaka said that we are not fighting against any individual, not against any race or tribe. We are fighting against the terrorists that have come to take our lives. He started pushing the message, letting people know. And one of them were talking about rule of engagement. The only people that have rule of engagement in Nigeria is the Biafra government in exile. Every other people do what they like. It is so sad. And in that discussion, our prime minister have just shown the kind of heart he had. He's a man that listens. He can take every shit. So many things someone could take. He's not everybody can take it. He's not everybody can take it. They will never call for the debate, my brother Chukwado. Chukwado, such kind of idiots will not call you. At least let them even come to our platforms. They should join the Biafra Global Exile platforms. Every time we send that link, we always send that link every time. They come there, they won't dare to join. They won't dare to join. I send link every time, and even before I start, I preach and I say that the link is for everybody. Every time I come online, I say it. My link is for everybody. In this platform, I don't attack people. I don't curse out to you. It doesn't matter who you are, whether you are a spirit, as long as you have a voice, come out. Come out. Not be under your keyboard and the typing, be on Twitter space and you are hiding. Look at them on that very discussion. No matter how Prime Minister tried to educate them, before their own very eyes, still they are failing. Some of them will just shout in the public, even when they are saying the wrong thing, they still insist. One of them was saying that Prime Minister is the head of the government. Something you can use your Google immediately to check. Even, for example, in that same zoological republic they support, they forgot that in that zoo, during Independence Day, they have Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe as the president and they have Prime Minister Tafawa Balewa. So many countries of the world today have president and prime minister. In as much as the prime minister is active, the president is in charge. In the zoological republic today, what they have is not the president. Do they have prime minister? They don't operate this your prime minister. Any place you see people using that prime minister, there will be a president, and the president is in charge. But you see them throwing that argument. And why would such a kind of issue be even come out at all? It is because of envy and jealousy. Because of envy and jealousy. That is why you see them doing what they are doing. You are quarreling with somebody who is the prime minister. If they give you the prime minister, can you do what he's doing? You can't. You can't. If they give you the prime minister, that very prime minister that Mazi Simon Ekpa is handling effectively, doing the work of 50 men, can you do it? You are quarreling with him. You are quarreling with everything. And one of them begin to ask more useless questions and say, when Mazi Nnamdi come out, will you hand over to him? Has Mazi Simon Ekpa told you that he took over from Mazi Nnamdi? These are some useless questions they were asking on that space. You ask him Mazi Simon Ekpa if he will hand over to Mazi Nnamdi when Mazi Nnamdi come out. Has Mazi Simon Ekpa taken anything from Mazi Nnamdi? Mazi Nnamdi remains the leader of the struggle. Mazi Nnamdi remains the supreme leader. And some of them fail to know what is called supreme leader. If you don't know what supreme leader is, at least you know about Iran. If you do not know what supreme leader is, think about Iran. Iran has their supreme leader, Ayah Khamenei, or whatever they call him. And he has the final say.
They have a president. But Ayekemeni is there. His position is not changed. He is there until death. That is the supreme leader. That position cannot be contested. It is not a position you contest or you make vote. No. Supreme leader is one person and he is permanent until death do him part before he can be able to be removed. But you still see them asking Mazi Samareba, are you going to hand over to Mazi Nandekano? As if he has taken anything from Mazi Nandekano. And this is a person who have told you everything that Mazi Nandekano is my leader. Even when the international journalist came to interview, he said, Mazi Nandekano is my leader. What is your problem? He only told you that my leader today is in the hand of the DSS. And as long as he is in the territory of the enemy, there is no decision he would take there that we can be able to use and say effectively, this is he speaking. How can you verify that Mazi Nandekano said whatever they say he said? How are you sure there's no gun pointed in his head when he's making those comments? How sure? And how do you know the code of the speech of Mazi Nandekano? Except you are mentally sound. If you're mentally sound, you will know that somebody who is in the territory of the enemy can say yes to anything. Somebody who is under pressure, a human being, we are all human, mind you. We are human. It does not matter the kind of mental toughness we have. We are all human. And at a certain period of time, a human being can be broken. So there's no way a sensible person will see somebody that is in the territory of the enemy and you are taking advice from that very person to free the same person. You must be insane. You must be insane. Mazi Samareba made it very clear that as long as Mazi Nandekano is in the territory of the enemy, that we cannot take orders from him. And nobody should hold him responsible for what we do. Because already in their own court, they want to indict him with what we do. But Mazi Samareba have told them, even beforehand, that he is in charge. He is not taking orders from Mazi Nandekano. And his being in charge is following the same full step of restoration, the same step Mazi Nandekano is following, what he has learned from him. And that is what a good student does. A good student will showcase what you have learned in the time of examination. Whatever you have read for many years, when the time of examination comes, you put them down. That time of examination is what we have today. Mazi Nandekano was taken away from our midst as a shock. He was taken away from our midst. And when he was taken away from us, he made a statement. Even before he was taken, before every one of us, he was this person that anointed Mazi Simon Ekpa to do what he's doing today. And Mazi Simon Ekpa, our prime minister, have repeatedly in several videos, repeated, even on that very stage, where they were asking that usual question, he said, Mazi Nandekano is the leader of the struggle. As long as he's alive, wherever he is, he remains the leader of the struggle. Except he come today and say he's no longer interested in the struggle of Biafra. That is a different ballgame. But as long as he is standing firm, we have never had that Mazi Nandekano denounce Biafra. Nobody have come and say Mazi Nandekano said that was the line the lawyers were doing before. That was the angle the lawyers were going before Mazi Nandekano sacked them. They first of all came and make a speech, grant a press interview. In that press interview, they were talking about building a new Nigeria. Building a new Nigeria with Mazi Nandekano. That is where these people who call themselves lawyers lost it all. That was when they ended their careers. That you are building a new Nigeria in the name of our supreme leader, Mazi Nandekano, who is fighting for Biafra, who said it is either Biafra or death. A man that is consistently personified. That was where they shot themselves in the foot. That man ordained Mazi Simon Ekpa. And Mazi Simon Ekpa learned well. All these clowns who have been parading themselves in Myanmar and all this while, they learned nothing. And you see him moving. People who claim to be educated, who claim to know their right and left today. Look at them, the kind of question they were asking on that very Twitter space. Look at the kind of question they were asking. Look at the kind of question they were asking. They are not even ashamed of themselves. For every single question they ask, Mazi Simon gave them an express answer. And Mazi Simon could know them very well that this is a group of people who will never support Biafra. Even when he asked the host, you want to know the procedures and what you have done. If I tell you, will you support Biafra? He said he will not support this Biafra the way he's going. Okay, so why do you want to know? You will not support. And the most annoying thing that every time they say the way we are doing it, the way we are doing it is not good, the way we are doing it, ask them, what do you have on the table? What are you doing? This very thing has been thrown open by Mazi Nnamdi even before his kidnapping. That if you know what you will do to bring freedom for us, go ahead and do it. Some of them will come and claim that nobody is more evil than another person. Nobody loves this way, and that is another place where they're getting this from. Let me tell every one of you that can be able to hear. Your being an Igbo man doesn't mean that you are a Biafran. Sorry to say that. There are so many Igbos who are not Biafran. They don't support Biafrans. Don't think that just you being an Igbo man guarantees you as a Biafran. It doesn't. There are some people from Ijo who are more Biafran than you who claim to be Igbo. There are some people from Ibibio who are more Biafran than you. There are some people from Efik who are more Biafran than you. Don't think that just being an Igbo man guarantees you as a Biafran. It doesn't guarantee you as a Biafran. And when you see that their Igbo space, the way they were talking that Igbo space, you see a bunch of saboteurs, a bunch of people who doesn't mean well for themselves. One of them was asking a question, and he was saying himself, that he is doing all his business in Biafra land. Everything he has is in Biafra land. He did this in Biafra land. Why is it that, what interest, there's a way he asked that question. There's a way he asked the question. I've forgotten the way he asked that question. Trying to limit everything that has to be done. In that question, he was trying to say that we should be focusing on only Biafrans living in Biafran territory. Biafrans living in Igbo territory. And when Mazi Simon Ekpa asked him, you are talking about what is happening, people who are dying. What of people who are dying in Lagos? Property destroyed in Lagos. You're talking about the economy. The economy of people who are destroyed in Lagos, have you talked about it? So those people whose properties are destroyed in Lagos, they don't make any impact in Igbo land, right? And these clans forgot that majority of Igbo businessmen are outside the Igbo land. Majority. They are outside the Igbo land. So whatever you are doing today and you don't put them into account, you don't feel your own pain. It means you are selfish and you don't even deserve to be called a Biafra. In that very discussion, when you listen to every single one of them that was talking, you begin to see the only thing they have there is envy and jealousy. Why is it Mazi Simon? Some say he's proud. Even if he's proud, why would he be proud? He is proud because he knows what he's doing. He's proud because he's committed to his assignments. He's proud because he's serving the people. But you, that you are filled with envy and jealousy, you have nothing to offer. You don't even have the brain. You don't have the connection. If they call you now and say, come and be the prime minister of Biafra, you have nothing to offer. Absolutely nothing. But yet, you have seen a man that have a roadmap. And his roadmap is not hidden. His roadmap is not hidden. He has told you everything he wants to do, how to get Biafra. You know, initially, The common question they used to ask Mazen Nandekan in those days, what is the roadmap? That is the common question they used to ask Mazen Nandekan. What is the roadmap? This is Biafra. How are you going to get it? Is it online? Talking online? Is that how you're going to get it? That was the common question that is being asked to Mazen Nandekan in almost every interview. Roadmap. Today, in the new dimension, it has matured that that roadmap will be used. And the Prime Minister of Biafra, is a man who tells you what to do, how he will do it, when he will do it, and what will be the outcome. There is nothing hidden. I say that is the joy, that is the greatest joy in this very recession. That is why when I see people who are kicking against it, I see this as agents of darkness. Anybody kicking against this very struggle under Master Simon is worse than Lucifer himself. If you can have the guts to sit on the same platform with Master Simon, listen to him, after listening to him, you still remain the same. You are dumb. The man they are calling them, as they are demonizing Master Simon, calling him name or any kind of name, he was given the ambassador of peace. As you are calling him many countries of the world are giving him audience. The man you are talking about today, you saw Finland conducting their vote. You saw him with the president, the new president of Finland from his own party. You saw him fully part of Finland politics. He's a practicing politician in Finland. He's not somebody that is hiding. Master Simon Ekpa is not hiding in anything. He's not hiding. Master Simon Ekpa is an open book that you can read. You can read him and know where he belongs. He doesn't have any secret. So when I see people who are still attacking him and trying to question his capability, I can't just understand. The only thing that is making you to question his ability is because you are wicked, because you are demonic, out of your envy and jealousy. That is the reason. That is the only reason why you are doubting his ability. Apart from that, you and I know that he is capable. He has all it takes. Why would you be doubting what he's doing? Do you think that Master Simon Ekpa will be committing a crime? And in Finland, he will still be close to the authority. He will still be an active politician. He will still be in the public eyes. Do you think Finland is that daft? I don't know. I can't just know I don't know the other way this issue will be explained. Some of them they will come and tell you, Master Simon Ekpa is killing people in Biafra land. How? How is Master Simon Ekpa killing people in Biafra land? These same idiots who are calling Master Simon Ekpa a murderer, before their own very eyes, they will see the Nigerian army go to houses of Biafrans and burn those houses down. You never see them comment or protest about it. They don't protest. They don't even talk about it. We have seen on several occasions where Nigerian police take the life of innocent Biafrans. They didn't care. And these idiots have forgotten that the insecurity in Biafra land today is caused by the federal government of Nigeria by themselves. It is this federal government of Nigeria who used the governors to fund the security outfit they put there, call it Debunking or whatever. And the people today that are taking the life of Biafrans mainly are this security outfit formed by the government, by the state government. It is this security outfit that is formed by the state government that is taking the life of citizens on a daily basis. But none of them talks about that. They are looking at a self-defense organization, a self-defensive army, the Biafran Liberation Army that is there to defend and protect the land. That is where their focus is. But the illegal security outfit that is being formed in Biafra land, which the people themselves have protested in the public, Every one of us saw it on video. When the whole Biafran and the 5 southeastern states were protesting and said they don't want a Bobago. The protest was in the open. Even some of their lawmakers protested in the Senate and spoke about the crime of Bobago. Bobago was going after creditors, and some of the creditors, they killed them. Bobago turned to talk. They used them to fight and draw debt. Bobago began to use they use them to attack politicians. Everybody get involved in kidnapping. There are evidences to all this I'm saying. But these idiots will turn a blind eye to these things. And they will be talking about Mansamana. Have you seen any video where anybody testified that someone sent him to do this or that? Have you seen any? Have you seen any video? If you have seen, please share with me. I have not seen. If you have seen any video where anybody was captured and that person said that Master Simon never sent him or her. But we have seen video. We have seen video where somebody was confessing of how they are being sponsored by the Department of Saboteurs, how they are connected with the government, because that guy said that their training camp is behind the police station. That is, how can you establish a camp behind a police station? A camp that's against government. Then you open that camp at the back of a police station where you be camping, doing your training and everything, and then using police protection to fight against the government. How does it happen? It is only happening because the government owns that camp. The government sponsors those people. The government is using those people against the original people who are fighting for their own freedom. And they will turn around and blackmail you. Oh, you are killing yourself. It is you people that are killing yourself. Biafrans are taking their life. They are destroying themselves. We are not destroying ourselves. And we are not killing ourselves. Those blackmail and propaganda never move us anymore. It doesn't move anybody anymore. It doesn't move anybody. We have seen our prime minister stand in the same platform with people that have wisdom and knowledge. You saw when he stood with Professor Lumumba. You saw when our prime minister engaged Professor Lumumba, and Professor Lumumba agreed with him. Professor Lumumba agreed with everything our prime minister said. He agreed. He agreed that he was right. But you see a bunch of idiots that don't have a name. They don't have a simple thing you can even look up in the Google and Google it and educate yourself. You will not look it up. Very simple, minor thing. Every one of us have a smartphone. So those of them who were on that very Twitter, on that very Twitter space, they have their smartphone. At least you Google and get some information. Haven't Biafrans been there? They have been taking the life of Biafran for very long time, and nobody is doing it. There was a time when every time you protest, they take the life of Biafran. Of course, we know how many people lost in Akoso's house. We know the ones that Peter will be murdered. We know how many people lost during the time of Python dance. But these people have turned their blind eye to all these people. So those people who died then, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just like one idiot was saying that people, traders in Lagos doesn't matter. He cares about himself alone. But the restoration of Biafra is not just about the Biafra people. It is not a selfish pursuit of independence. No. As we are going for our self-determination, it is also an opportunity for every indigenous tribe to be on their own. We are still considering that. And that is why our prime minister have reached out to all angles. Today, he's in alliance with the Middle Belt. Our Odudua alliance is still there, even though they are not very active like before. All this outreach is because we want everybody to be on their own and stand have their feet, stand on their feet. It is not about domination. Who cares? We have more than enough within ourselves. We are satisfied. We are satisfied. We don't want, nobody has the time for that. We're satisfied with what we have. All we want is to have peace in our territory. Have a place we can call our home. Have a place we can settle and have a peace of mind. That is all. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every one of us. Wherever you are as a Biafran, the ball is in your court. The freedom is in your hand now. Our Prime Minister Mazisama have taken every necessary measures to do what need to be done legally. The restoration of Biafra we are talking about today, it is not done online. It is not just about speaking or shouting online. No. We are legalizing every procedure. The legalization of Biafra is following all the necessary procedures. That is why you see what we are doing, the way we are doing it. And you see this referendum that is coming. In this referendum, if you do not participate in that referendum, you will regret you didn't. You will regret it. It doesn't matter who you are, and you don't participate, you will regret it. When the time comes, you regret it. And in that Zoom, one of them was lamenting when our president was trying to explain to them for those who are fighting against their those who don't partake in this struggle. And they were all lamenting and crying. They say he's threatening them. Master Simon was trying to explain to them what South Korea did when they were fighting for the independence. And one of the idiots on that program still said it is not Korea. You cannot use your Google. Just go. Our brother says South Korea, and it is South Korea, not North Korea. When South Korea got their independence, up to this day, those of their citizens who did not fight along with them, they are being treated as foreigners. They renewed their stay just like any foreigner. He was given an episode that we are going to take our own measure. Which decision will be taken by the lawmakers when the time comes. The House will take the decision. And they called it a threat. And one of them came and began to say he was to correct, and he said, North Korea. South Korea, our president knows what he was talking about. He said, South Korea, go and Google it and check it up yourself. Bunch of empty vessels that cannot even make their own verifications. People who are not even sure of themselves. They just came to that space only to argue and try to bring themselves down. And they forgot that the more they are doing that, they are really promoting Master Samuel. The more you try to bring him down, you are promoting him. And they show the world how idiotic everyone other have, how empty their brain was. Including the guy that was anchoring the program. The person that was anchoring the program was the dumbest of all. Very dumb. These are other content creators. They just create content, and he was lucky. He was lucky our prime minister paid attention to him, and that day he got views. It was because of our prime minister, people there were there watching. 1,000 people were watching because of our prime minister. And when the prime minister left, everybody left. That is the power he commands. Your envy and your jealousy cannot take you from that. The anointing is already there. The anointing is there. He didn't choose himself. In case you don't know, Chukwu Okike chose him, gave him that assignment, and he answered the call, just like Mazen Mandeka. So many of us today have the same call. Some answered, some refused to answer. In this restoration of Biafra, the responsibility to restore Biafra lies on our shoulders, each and every one of us. It lies on our shoulders. So if you don't do the right thing, you have yourself to blame. Your envy and your jealousy will only continue to condemn you and continue to push you to hell while people are going to heaven. The earlier you wake up and begin to think right, the better for you. And if you continue to think like a clown, you are going to be treated like a clown. Don't blame anybody when what will happen happens. Because the cause we are today is a cause that we must pursue. Every Biafran that is watching, wherever you are, please prepare yourself for this self-referendum. The self-referendum is something, a civic responsibility of every Biafran, regardless where you belong. It does not matter where you belong or who you are. And some of them we are asking some silly questions about the referendum. How is it that the referendum is done online? How will it be acceptable? Will Nigeria accept it? Who cares? It's not for Nigeria. Our referendum is not for Nigeria. We are making a referendum for the world to see and confirm that we are not just saying in our mouth, that we have evidence to show that the people are behind us. The world do not move by emotions. They don't act by emotions. The world acts by actions. The actions you take is what the world is going to interpret to do what they want to do. And one of the actions we must take is this referendum. We are going to call the result, and the world will see how many people supporting Biafra. And some were saying that it's online, this online. Everything is done online. I don't know why somebody in 21st century will see something done electronically, digitally. I will be doubting. They say, how can this happen? Nobody is in analog anymore. Western world have left you behind. Don't think you. The only thing you will do in Africa is to try and pursue them and catch up. Nobody's waiting for you. You think they will come down because of your weight? Nobody's waiting for you. All you need to do is to run and catch up with the world. Today, the world is in a speed, fast moving. Everything in this planet Earth today is digital. Nobody have time for analog anymore. It's digitalized. The United Nations, their own voting is digital. EU is digital. Many countries of the world today, they do their voting digital, online. Many are online. And somebody will be asking if it will be accepted. Is that not madness? Is that not madness? Some are claiming people who are on the ground. On the ground, who is on the ground? You are, even if some of them who are talking about the ground, many a time we have people on the ground have called, or even on my program here, to confirm the situation in Biafra. People on the ground have called. The main people that matters have called. Not this one Nigerians who are confused and filled with envy and jealousy. The main people who we are concerned about, they call and they tell us the situation for sound information. And that is why we don't play with it. It is so sad. It's very, very sad. But no matter what they do, we will continue to speak. We will continue to stand our ground. And we will never give up. Every challenges they will throw for us, from right, left, and center, we are going to stand it and fight it to the end. You see this Biafra, failure is not part of it. Don't even consider that. Failure is never part of this struggle. Can never be. Failure is not part of it and can never be. So the earlier you begin to accept the reality of today, that Biafra have come to stay, the better for you. Every one of us have to pay attention to the time that we're in. Every one of us have to begin to face the reality of today. It does not matter what you believe. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter who you are supporting or who is supporting. the truth will remain the truth. I urge every one of you that is watching, prepare yourself for this self-referendum and do your own part. Vote for the referendum and vote for those who can be able to vote for. Go on an evangelism. The evangelism belongs to every one of us. We have to be into it. In your meetings, if you go for burial ceremony, for naming ceremony, for parties, for whatever, any place you go for in a gathering and you have an opportunity to handle the mic, use that opportunity to broadcast. Ask the people if they have heard about self-referendum. You can ask the following question: is it true that there is a self-referendum that's happening online about Biafra? You can throw it as a question. Let the argument begin. That is how to sensitize people. Create an atmosphere of argument for self-referendum. People are going to learn as you talk, and information will be going. Anyone that hears this will like to come and hear more and know how it's going to be done. By now, I believe every one of us, Genuine Biafra, have our Gmail for voting. Don't forget, you can only vote with your Gmail. And your family members that you want to vote for, by now you have their pictures. Their pictures must be with you so that you can use that very picture to upload after putting their information. Very, very important. Fellow Biafrans that are watching far and wide, do not allow anybody to deceive you or distract you. Do not allow it. Don't allow the propaganda of the enemies to catch you. No matter who they are, no matter where they come from, no matter how close they are to you, you must stand your ground. We cannot exchange our freedom for anything. Nothing. It is our freedom or freedom. It is Biafra or Biafra. And that is where we are today. My joy and my happiness is that we have somebody who knows the road. That should be your source of your joy also. We have a man that knows the road. A man who is willing to lead. A man who is willing to take every risk. And he's doing just that. All he needs today is your own support. Your support is needed in any way or manner in which you know you can support the Biafra, the government in exile under our Prime Minister Samuel. Do support. Your financial support is highly needed. Biafra land needs to be defended. It does not matter what anybody is thinking. It does not matter what anybody says. You should always focus your mind on the defense of Biafra land. We must defend that land. We must defend the Biafra land. Any attack that is coming to us from east, west, north, and south, from any angle, we must not pay attention. Challenges are going to come. Obstacles are going to come. Hindrances are going to come. But at the end of the day, we will be victorious. Fellow Biafrans, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okikabia. One of the things you have to do is to obey every single instruction, just like today. Biafra land is under lock and key. And our Prime Minister repeated it again, that we will never stop sit at home until Biafra comes. It won't stop. We know already that it is Biafra that will bring out Masin Nandeka. And our Prime Minister is not hiding the procedures we are going through. He's not hiding it. After the declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra, then we are going to defend our territory. And in defending our territory and rooting everything had to do with the zoo, there's going to be much more that you expect. One of the important things you have to expect is that if they refuse to release Masin Nandeka after that, they are going to call for prisoner swap. We are going to capture a whole lot of them. They are important personnel. They are already in our palm. The diagram is drawn already. We are just waiting for time. And why we speak about certain things that Chukwu Okeke is leading. And we'll say it out. If you want to go and truncate it, go. Try and see if you will succeed. Our parents have said it. That he's not begging you to betray him, but the problem is that if you betray him, you will not succeed. No one will betray and succeed. And that is a strong word. He promised back from Chukwu Okeke. And check everyone that betrayed him, where are you? After you betray, you will talk for 2 or 3 days and you disappear. We must pay attention and mind what we say, what we do. The battle is fierce. The battle is fierce. We have a fierce battle. There's no time to play. No time to joke. We must take every single thing serious. Serious moment of reflection. A moment that we have to do what we need to do to be free. There's no time to joke or play around. If you have come to play, I'm sorry for you. We are not off for any game. The restoration of Biafra is a done deal. It must be restored. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, it is going to happen. The earlier you accept it, the better for you. If you refuse it, you have yourself to blame. May Chukwu Okeke continue to guide and protect every single one of us that is genuinely following and pursuing the right path. Never give up. Sometimes it is very tiring, but I bet you, born a CK on it. It is at the difficult time that you will know those who is who. It is going to get tougher. As we proceed, it's going to get tougher. But I bet you, focus your mind on the victory. Because the victory is sure. Victory is guaranteed. It's just a question of time. Victory is guaranteed. That is why you see all these idiots running scattered, right, left, and center. They have seen the sign. And I thank Chukwu Okeke that we are well positioned. Today you see the wall that is trying to come up between the Arewa and Lagos Board. You know, they have been planning their evil against the Biafran people. And they thought they got it all. But Chukwu Okeke is going to set them against themselves. Very soon, they are going to wage a war against themselves. And by then, we're already on our door going. We'll be on our way going. Because for we Biafrans, we don't care about whatever they have. We are not asking for their presidency. We are not asking for any restructuring or any position. Who cares? We are focused on complete disintegration of the zoo, which is going to happen any moment. It's going to happen. And the world is watching. The world is watching very closely. Until when you get to a time when they will not watch anymore, they have to come in. And that time is fast approaching. Fellow Biafrans, every one of us must be at alert. Be at alert at every given time. Don't buy into blackmail. Please. If you have not opened your Gmail, get your Gmail. Our supreme leader, our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel, is going to have a broadcast tomorrow. State of the Nation broadcast tomorrow. And it's likely that he is going to talk about the link for the self-referendum. Try and make sure you are watching that program tomorrow live. I am going to stream it on this very platform. And so many of almost all my platforms, I'm going to stream it there. So try as much as possible to connect to the program tomorrow. The program is going to be within 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. So wherever you are on this planet Earth, Do not miss tomorrow's broadcast. Don't miss it. Prepare yourself for the self-referendum. It is going to kick off on the 1st February. And we want in the first week of February, we want to have that 2 million that we're seeking for. We want to have it. So prepare yourself. Get every necessary information that you need to register people. Every necessary information you need to register yourself. And I believe every one of us must have known our state by now. You saw me on which life? You say you saw me on which life? Which life did you see me? Apart from this very life, you saw me on which life? Josie is saying, I swear, I just saw you on another life. Where did you see me on another life? Or maybe somebody is streaming my program live. Maybe somebody is streaming it, but as for me, this is where I'm having my live program. And I'm almost rounding up. So my fellow Biafrans, prepare yourself for the self-referendum that is coming on the 1st. Get every necessary requirement, which we have mentioned time and time again. Know your state. Know your state, your county. Know your state, your county, local government. Know all those informations. Go and check the map of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, the new map of the United States of Biafra. You can get it in our Prime Minister platform. Okay, Josie. Okay, Josie. Go on, Josie. Sorry. I thought you were talking to me. It's all right, Josie. So get the necessary information that you need. Make sure you have your Gmail ready. Know your state. If you are registering for somebody, make sure that that very person sends you his or her passport photograph. Very important. There is one man, one vote. You cannot vote for somebody else. And one person cannot vote twice. It's only once. It's only once. It cannot be rigged. It cannot be rigged. Our data is safe and secure. So, the only thing you owe the Biafra organizer today and yourself is to vote. Prepare yourself. On the 1st of February, cast your vote. And I bet you'll be glad you did. The link is not yet out. Johnny Y says, the link is not yet out. The link is not yet out. The link is going to be out after tomorrow's broadcast of our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister is going to have the State of the Nation broadcast. I believe after that broadcast, the link is going to be out, but the voting will be done on the 1st of February. The votes have not started. If anybody is telling you about any vote or any link, not yet. The link is going to be out probably after the broadcast of our Prime Minister tomorrow, but the voting starts from 1st of February. Have that in your mind. So all you need to do is to be very, very active, follow up all the platforms of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, follow up all the media of Biafra Republic in Exile, follow our Prime Minister Mazi Samuel on his X platform so that he can be able to get first-hand update. Because anytime we have a project, the enemies also bring the counter. We don't want people to get into trouble. If anybody is calling you to come and register somewhere, come and don't mind them. This registration of the voting is done online. The registration of the voting is done electronically. You make your registration and then you vote. If anybody is telling you whether if it's going to recognize, it will be 100% recognized. We are in a digital world. The people you are talking about, whether they are conducting digital vote also. They are conducting digital voting. So it is not something new. Don't think because you are just waking up today in Africa, I think everybody is still waking up. People have woken up a very long time. But just like people say, the West have been doing the digital voting for a long time. That is the most credible way to vote digitally with a well-protected data so that nobody reads it. That is why you can never see that system in Nigeria, because they have not known how to rig it. You will never see this in Nigeria. So, my fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you that has participated on this very program. I hope we are going to meet again same time tomorrow. I'm going to be online same time tomorrow. Today was a little bit hectic. I never even knew that I was going to carry it up to this stage. Excuse me. I never knew I was able to was going to be able to carry the program up to this stage. Because when I started, it was a bit hectic. It was a lot of things we are going on. It's not everything we talk about online. But I thank Chukwu and I've been able to carry it up to this time. And tomorrow, same time, I'm going to be here again. So I appreciate everyone that has connected to the program. Every Biafran, wherever you are, may Chukwu protect you. May Chukwu protect the Biafran Liberation Army. May Chukwu protect all members of the strike force, which will come and protect the resistant fighters, which will come and protect everyone that is fighting genuinely for Biafra. No evil shall befall you. You're going to Johnny Wise, go and check the map. You are going to see every information you need. Check the map, go to our Prime Minister's platform, check the map, you're going to see. You're going to locate your area, your county, your village, you're going to find them there. Thank you. So, fellow Biafrans, may Chukwu come again and protect the federal government, the homeland, and every member of the federal government. May Chukwu come again and protect every member of the Biafra Republic Reserves cabinet. May Chukwu come again and protect all our media warriors that are speaking on different media platforms. May Chukwu come again and protect them and their families. May Chukwu come again and protect our Prime Minister, Master Simon. We pray for grace. We pray for strength. We pray for divine protection. We pray for wisdom. May Chukwu continue to be with him. We pray for Mazen Nandekan for divine health. We pray for Mazen Nandekan for divine strength. We pray for Mazen Nandekan for divine healing. We pray for Mazen Nandekan for greatness wherever he is. May Chukwu continue to be with him. Thank you so much for joining me on this program, wherever you join me from. I say, no weapon formed or fashioned against us as Biafran shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon, shall prosper. No weapon formed or fashioned against our Supreme Mazen Nandekan. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you again tomorrow. If you have not subscribed to this channel, subscribe. Click the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I come online. Thank you so much and stay blessed. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. Thank you so much. Stay safe.